Hey, good morning to you. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Mark again here, WeatherMan Plus. Now, we do have a lot of severe weather coming. I'm going to give you a detailed forecast on what you can expect. I am seeing good chances for tornadoes today, even a violent tornado coming through the panhandle of Texas and going towards Oklahoma. Plus, we still have a fire threat for today and more severe weather that's going all the way until next week on that storm I've been telling y'all about. And not only the system that we're going to be dealing with for the next couple of days, we still have this big system that's coming in and bringing that extreme weather. I will update you on that as well. So remember to subscribe, hit the like button, share the video, guys. And remember, all the links are always in the bottom of my videos in my description. Just click on the show more and you'll see everything that I put in there for you to save you time. Sometimes people don't have time to watch the videos all the way through. But if you can watch them all the way through, because that does help also, not only just like and subscribe and share with YouTube algorithm, it is watch time. That is a big deal as well. Thank you so much for your support. And for all you that help and support feeding the families, remember the video was put out yesterday. Thank you all so much for helping out. And I do pray that we meet this woman again. This woman was a great lady.
Hi.
She needed a prayer.
People in my community would like to give you $50 to help pay for the groceries. Free. No obligation. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
God bless you.
That is so cool.
We are helping so many people with this, and this is growing bigger and bigger. I'm even passing out Bibles next time we go. Believe me, this is going to be huge. We're going to grow big with this idea. And to see this video from yesterday, you can go straight to it by clicking on the special message link in the description. But you can get the update on the system as well from yesterday. Now, your severe weather for today, you will have thunderstorms in all of this green, but you do have a tornado chance today, even a significant chance. You have 2% in the green, 5% in the brown, 10% in the yellow, and significant severe in the black. And I'm seeing some very long-lived cells come through the panhandle of Texas and going through Oklahoma. Possibly a violent tornado, guys. Very strong cell. And your cities at risk for this tornado threat for today: Oklahoma City, Oklahoma; Norman, Oklahoma; Wichita Falls, Texas; Lawton, Oklahoma; and Edmond, Oklahoma. That is your significant severe, as well as the 10%. 5% is in the brown, and your 2% is in the green. And that includes Dallas, Texas, and Fort Worth, Texas. All through Texas is still in the green. And you have a wind threat for today as well, in a big 30% area for wind threat. Matter of fact, HRRR is showing there's a possibly chance with this tornado that I think that will happen. It could bring anywhere from 90 to almost 100 miles per hour wind gusts with it. As well as a 5% region right here for the mid-Atlantic, and you have a hail threat for there as well for today. And you have significant hail for today, for large hail. And your significant severe, your cities at risk is Oklahoma City, Oklahoma; Abilene, Texas; Norman, Oklahoma; Wichita Falls, Texas; and Lawton, Oklahoma. As well as your 30% in the red, your 15% in the yellow, and your 5% in the brown. This is for hail for today. And remember, the time and date is always up here above my head. I don't always tell you because it's kind of obvious, but this is Central Time, my time. I'm up here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Born in Louisiana, but I'm still on Central Time. Now, as we look at our helicity values, this lets us know our wind direction change with height, which is exactly what a strong supercell potential tornado is. And you can see why when you get around 3 and 4 o'clock, you do get some cells right here for this area, but this one right here is showing consecutive with HRRR. And right now I'm showing you the 48 hour. I'm going to show you the 18 hour, and it's still there, guys. This is a chance for a very large and violent tornado around 4 and 5 p.m. for the panhandle of Texas, and it does carry on for hours and goes into Oklahoma. A very strong cell, as well as a chance for a bad cell going through Oklahoma, going towards Kansas. You even have another one for northern Mexico, not New Mexico, northern Mexico. And right here for southwestern Texas, you have a chance for a bad cell. But also right here towards DFW, you have a chance for another bad cell coming through. And when you look at a 48 hour of HRRR, which is supposed to be a high resolution rapid refresh, your best high resolution model, you can see that it did show a couple of cells are possible, long-lived cells, very much severe, could be violent, as well as a few cells that's going towards Kansas through Oklahoma and the one from Colorado. is showing multiple cells, as well as the one for northern Mexico. We do have viewers, we do have subscribers in Mexico, guys. And as you keep going, you can see that this is going to continue and bring more storms all the way until Thursday. A big group of bad cells coming through, very much a good chance for some tornadoes for today. And as you keep going through the 48 hours, you can see your tornado threat for tomorrow. Chances for long-lived cells going all through central and eastern Texas, as well as Arkansas and Louisiana. So this is going to carry on for tomorrow for the tornado threat as well. And when you look to see if it has a lot of shear with it, which will give it the rotation it needs to grow and be a bad tornado, you can see you get a lot of cells all over the place for today. But once you get to 5 p.m., this cell right here for the panhandle of Texas really turns severe. And it does have shear with it, guys. You're getting a lot of shear on that cell as it continues to go through. Very much a lot of wind shear, a lot of chances for tornadoes as it continues from the panhandle of Texas and goes through Oklahoma. Look how severe it gets. Even get some white right there, right around 8 p.m. And it is getting shear on that cell. So just be aware you do have a lot of chances for tornadoes for today. And as you keep going with the 48 hour, it's always a little bit different information, but it is showing the same thing with this very dangerous cell coming through. And you can see the little kidney bean in it. And it is getting shear on this, guys. This is very dangerous. You are getting a lot of bad cells passing through today, especially all the way to 10 p.m. And you can see that these cells still has a lot of shear on it. So I think it's going to be a long evening of a lot of chances for tornadoes, at least until 11 o'clock. I see some very bad storms passing through, guys, so please pay attention. Please be aware of this. Then as you go in through tomorrow, you're getting storms through Kansas, through Missouri. But Oklahoma really gets some bad cells passing through. You can see the bowing out in that. You're also getting some damage and winds that's pushing behind this cell. But as you go through tomorrow, you can see the storms also pass through the DFW area for Texas. And you have some nasty little cells coming through, and they are getting shear on those as well. So you all not only have the tornado chances for today, you also have the tornado chances for tomorrow. So please be aware this is not only for today. And then tomorrow it will carry into Arkansas as well. Still getting some damage and winds pushing through this as it continues to the south and the southeast. And there's another nasty little cell according to the HRRR 48 hour right at 5 p.m. for tomorrow. And that one is getting shear on it as well as it passes through. So I will update this every morning on the severe weather to keep y'all updated. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this information. Thank you for your support. And when you check for damage and winds, the wind gust, the HRRR 18 hours shows that it does pick up towards 30 and 40 miles per hour wind gusts, especially by 5 p.m. You even get chances for 60, almost 70 miles per hour wind gusts on that cell that's passing through the panhandle of Texas and going to Oklahoma, including this one right here for central Texas. That red is 60, guys. The highest is 73. So it's showing some very much damage and winds that's coming with this cell. Matter of fact, when you look at the HRRR 48 hours, you remember I always tell you that the 48 hours is always different than the 18 hours. That's why it's best only on 18 hours. But still, to show you all the information, it is showing that around 6 p.m., that cell that's passing through the panhandle of Texas has a great chance to be almost 100 miles per hour wind gusts. Very much strengthening up, very much a possible violent tornado. And as you keep going, you still have 40 and 50 miles per hour wind gusts passing through these cells, getting up into 60 for Oklahoma, even high 60s, almost 70. But you might not see the 100 on that because it didn't come back on the 18 hour, but still it has picked up once before. So just be aware, I really believe you're going to see this tornado this afternoon. You'll also have the hail threat. You're already hearing thunderstorms. This white right here is indicative to chances for large hail. That's a lot of lightning strikes. And this is early this morning that you are hearing this for the panhandle of Texas, Oklahoma. And as you go all morning long, all these storms have a lot of white in it for large hail. And right there is over 6,000 lightning strikes just in that hour. And as you keep going all morning long, it starts growing up. The dry line moves in. And you get some more for this afternoon. This is almost 7,000, 6,600 lightning strikes. And it grows towards the DFW as you go later into tonight. Matter of fact, 6 p.m. shows over 9,000 lightning strikes just in that 1 hour. Very much chances for very large hail. Just be aware these storms are going to be severe. And as you go overnight into the early morning hours, those storms with the front on it, very much linear storms, has a lot of white in it as well for chances for large hail as it pushes through all morning long for tomorrow. And this is definitely going over the DFW. Just be alert. I get a lot of questions about DFW. You have severe weather coming. And it's going all afternoon long as well, going all down Texas. Now, this is a lot of lightning strikes, but you don't have the white in it like Texas has it. And that's because your temperatures are rising. And if you remember the video from the last day or two, both of them, that you are going to be over 100-degree temperatures soon, even 107 and 111. Now, the south and southeast, I will update you again tomorrow. HRRR 18-hour is the best. And you can see this tornado threat that I showed you with National Weather Service. Your severe weather risk for tomorrow, you will have thunderstorms and all of this green, but you do have a tornado chance that has grown a little bit. You have 2% chance in all this green, a 5% chance in the brown. And here's your cities at risk. Your 5% chance is Shreveport, Louisiana, Little Rock, Arkansas, Tyler, Texas, Longview, Texas, and Bossier City, Louisiana. But you can see also you still got Dallas, Texas, and other portions of Texas in that risk for tomorrow. And you do have a wind threat for tomorrow, and you do have a hail threat for tomorrow. It's not significant severe, but the winds are still carrying through. So just be aware this severe weather is going to be bad for the next couple of days. Plus, your fire threat for today is still going. Matter of fact, these fires in New Mexico, a couple of fires has grown together as one. So you do have the elevated risk for today in this orange, and you do have a critical risk in this red. And here's your cities at risk for the fire threat for today. Las Cruces, New Mexico, Roswell, New Mexico, Alamogordo, New Mexico, Carlsbad, New Mexico, and Deming, New Mexico. And you can see right here on infrared, these black sections are your fires that's going on right now for New Mexico. And remember, these links are always in the description for you. These are the fires that you can see now coming from NOAA satellite. You can see the fires. They are still raging pretty bad. And here's a video from Hot Shot Wake on Twitter. All links are in the description for these people so you can go see these videos. You can see the smoke coming through as you go through town. There's a sign of Lowe's right there. Very bad air quality as well. They have a lot they're dealing with on these fires. And here's a picture that was taken by Nebraska Nicole. Just clearly said, I'm there. She is in it as well. So God bless you, Nicole, and everybody in New Mexico. I pray that this does not rage any further than it already has. And when you look for today, you can really see that humidity is really going to drop down, especially for 11 and 12 o'clock. Then you're going to start getting into the single digits, especially northeastern New Mexico, southeastern New Mexico, as well as central and a little bit of western. It starts dropping down to some very low dew points for today. And it does finally go away later tonight and moves further south. But where you have these fires right now, it is going to be some very low humidity levels today, single digits. Just be aware. And you do have winds coming through with that. Your winds are going to start picking up as you get into the early afternoon. 1 o'clock, it starts going from 30 to 40 miles per hour wind gusts, and in some pockets even have little pockets of 50. So just be aware, while you have this winds pushing through, you will have these low humidity levels, and that is what is keeping and raising your fire threat. And for Friday, this is going to continue. You're going to have thunderstorms still in all this green, but your severe weather risk is 5% in all this brown and 15% in this yellow for Friday. And your biggest one being New Orleans, Louisiana, Atlanta, Georgia, Birmingham, Alabama, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Montgomery, Alabama, as well as a 5% in the brown. But so far, as you go through Thursday, it just expands out from Louisiana all the way into Tennessee, and it just keeps growing all afternoon long. Looks like it dies down a little bit and just stays northern for the deep south and towards Tennessee and Kentucky, which is bad enough. But still, we can get higher resolution rapid refresh, get a better look in the morning, we will know more. Plus your flooding threat. Your flooding threat for today, you have the marginal in the green, slight risk in the yellow, and a moderate in the red. For tomorrow, this is going to grow. Remember I told you yesterday it's going to grow. It did grow. It's going to grow and move more to the east. You have marginal in the green and a slight risk in the yellow for tomorrow. Then Friday is going to move further towards Ohio Valley and Mid-Atlantic with a big marginal risk for flash flooding. So far I'm showing this is around 1 to 1+ inches of rainfall. And this was put out by National Weather Service. Also in the link in the description, your excessive rainfall outlook for today. And you can see your cities, and at moderate risk is Tulsa, Oklahoma and Oklahoma City. So just be aware, this section right here is going to see the heaviest rainfall. And so far it's around 3 to 4 plus inches of rain. So as you go through this afternoon, this rainfall is going to add up. And this is according to National Weather Service. And you start getting a really hot spot for heavy rainfall later tonight into the early morning for tomorrow. But it's going to keep adding up for tomorrow. Then it's going to go towards the Ohio Valley for Friday. So there is a lot of heavy rainfall coming, especially in this red section. And you can see that a little closer here. By 7 o'clock tonight, you're starting to get to inch plus for Oklahoma and Kansas. Then it grows by 1 o'clock in the morning. Now you're getting to 2 inches plus. You can see by 7 o'clock for tomorrow morning, it grows to 3 inches plus. As you keep going for tomorrow afternoon, it grows to 4 inches plus for Oklahoma. As you keep going, it just keeps growing. This is going to be a lot of heavy rainfall coming. Serious flash flooding. Please prepare for this. And the storm I've been keeping y'all updated on for days now. I think it was 2 people in the comments said, oh, this is not going to happen, all this. Look, don't say I didn't warn you. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to worry about it. I can only worry about the people that want to know about this. So guys, Sunday there's going to be a 15% area for here, and for Monday it is going to grow for here. So far for Sunday, your severe weather risk cities at risk is Kansas City, Missouri, Omaha, Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska, Des Moines, Iowa, and Overland Park, Kansas. As you go into Monday, it is going to grow. Remember what I showed you the last couple of days. Monday is for Omaha, Nebraska, Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota, Des Moines, Iowa, and Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Please be aware of this, because I'm still showing that all these very hot temperatures, very strong dew points are still raising way up all the way from the Gulf all the way to Canada. And this is all your Cape values. It gives you your convection, gives you your lift, and all you need is about 1,200 to support good thunderstorms and possible tornadoes. And once we get on May the 7th, which is Saturday, you can see the convection does still raise up. And let me zoom in for you so you can see the numbers. It gets really strong as you go through Texas. And you can see, look at all that black. That is high convective activity. It's almost 7,000 joules. And that is Saturday. It's going to raise all the way up from Oklahoma to Kansas as you go through Sunday morning. Then as you go through Sunday evening, it's going to raise up again from Texas all the way to Kansas. And it's going to keep going up, guys. It's going to keep raising and raising and raising. It's not going to stop. This pattern is still showing true for this extreme weather. Now, by Monday, it's going to be all the way up to Minnesota. And as you keep going, you can look how bad it turns into Monday afternoon. 5,600 joules, jumps to 5,900 joules. Stays at 6,100, and then as you go through Tuesday, we still have that very bad region of convective activity. Very much good, strong lift. It's not covering all of Iowa like it did yesterday, but it's still a big section. Over 7,000 joules, guys. That is a lot of lift coming with these storms. Please be aware this pattern is still showing true. As well as your update on the tropics. So all the way from May 4th to May 10th, you have the flooding, heavy rainfall in this green, but as well as this green here, like I showed you, and your temperatures right here, the ones I've been showing you, 107, 111, just raising up, 90s raising up through the central U.S., even upper Midwest is getting to the high 80s. You're going to be above average temperatures right here in this brown. As well as May 11th through the 17th. Remember, I've been telling y'all, the middle of May, towards the end of May, we do have tropical activity coming, and it is something big. And you can see right here that your temperatures are going to be in historical upper third ranges for the amounts. Remember what I showed you yesterday. You're going to be 80s and 90s in all this region. Plus, we have historical heavy rainfall in upper third right here for this wave that's passing through. And it is confirmed that that is going to go into the Pacific, and we are expected a development of a tropical cyclone, tropical depression, or greater strength in this region, just like I've been showing you guys. Please subscribe if you'd like to be updated early on hurricane season, because nobody does it on YouTube like me. And that's just fact. I'm not trying to be mean to nobody, because a lot of people out there do some good content, and they do help out. But nobody tells you early like I do. And my stuff, most of the time, gets confirmed by NOAA National Weather Service. And your update on the tropical activity that we've been seeing that was coming off the East Coast and possibly turning back towards our country, even going over Florida. Update on Euro is that I don't see it going over Florida into the Gulf of Mexico. It's agreeing with the GFS now that says this is not going to happen. It is going to come back, but it's going to weaken down and just dissipate and not be something to worry about. And the GFS even agrees a little bit more with what Euro said yesterday. It is going to weaken down as it comes back, but it shouldn't be anything to worry about. I will keep my eye on this for you, Florida. I know how things get over there. And you can see this here as we go through this Saturday on the 7th, that it starts passing through the East Coast. And according to GFS, it does still come back, getting blocked by a high pressure that is out there in the Atlantic, and it comes back. But it weakens down as it comes back and dissipates pretty much into nothing. It is an upper level low right there, and then it dies off. And it is agreeable by the Euro model as well. As it comes back, it weakens down, but it does come back. It does get blocked, and it just brings a lot of disorganized thunderstorms. That brings y'all some rain. Now, I have a lot of people in Florida say that they can use some rain. Looks like you got a little bit coming. And your update on the tropics, guys, just like I've been telling y'all for a couple of weeks now, we still have something big coming to our country. And our country is 120W and 60W is our East Coast. And look at the size of this thing. It's been showing May 17th for a long time. And if you remember, I showed you the other day, Euro showed that this is going to actually drag and come from the MDR later in May. So we definitely have a lot of tropical activity coming. Please subscribe to stay alerted for you and your loved ones. And so far, that's the update. So I will update you again tomorrow morning. It will give you as much detail as I can to keep all of you safe as we can. God bless every single one of you going to be in the severe weather for today. Now remember, go see the video from yesterday. Hit the special message link in the description of the video for yesterday so you can go see what's going on with the food. Because not only with the food, if you want to help out, all the links are in the description. If you don't want to support me monthly with the Patreon, no big deal. There is links in there that is for food. So make sure if you send a check, ask me for my address, just email me. That link is in the description as well, all the information. I'll give you my address. You send whatever information, whatever help and donations you want for food. Make sure you mark it for food so I can move it to the account that I set up just for food, and it will add up. And we're doing this every month, forever, guys. This is not going to stop. But I do pray that next month that we do run into that woman again, because she just found out she had leukemia, and I'd love to put my hands on her, not only give her another hug, but to actually pray for her, because I believe, God willing, we can remove it. Amen. Now today I want to read to you Nahum 1. The burden of Nineveh, the book of the vision of Nahum the Elkoshite. God is jealous, and the Lord revengeth. The Lord revengeth and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. The Lord is slow to anger, and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. He rebuketh the sea, and maketh it dry, and drieth up all the rivers. Bashan languisheth, and Carmel, and the flower of Lebanon languisheth. The mountains quake at him, and the hills melt, and the earth is burned at his presence. Yes, the world and all that dwell therein. Who can stand before his indignation? Who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? His fury is poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him. The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him. But with an overrunning flood he will make an utter end of the place thereof. The darkness shall pursue his enemies. What do ye imagine against the Lord? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up the second time. For while they be folden together as thorns, and while they are drunken as drunkards, they shall be devoured as stubble fully dry. There is one come out of thee, that imagineth evil against the Lord, a wicked counselor. Thus saith the Lord, though they be quiet, and likewise many, yet thus shall they be cut down when he shall pass through. Though I have afflicted thee, I will afflict thee no more. For now will I break his yoke from off thee, and will burst thy bonds in sunder. And the Lord hath given a commandment concerning thee, that no one of thy name be sown. Out of the house of thy gods will I cut off the graven image and the molten image. I will make thy grave, for thou art vile. Behold upon the mountains the feet of him that bringeth good tidings, that publisheth peace. O Judah, keep thy solemn feast, perform thy vows, for the wicked shall no more pass through thee. He is utterly cut off. Amen. God bless you all today. May you have a very blessed and a very great day today, whether you're going to work, going to school. May you have a best day possible. I know it's Wednesday, but it's just another day. It don't mean anything. Have a very happy and a very blessed Wednesday. And all power, all glory, all honor on anything I ever do goes to Yahweh, God of Jacob, our Father, because he saved us. He saved me. And he can save you. Amen. Hallelujah. Have a very great day today, guys.